Hello friends, welcome to this online series of lectures on Industry 4.0. So in this lecture, we are going to learn about the technology roadmap of Industry 4.0. What is the concept of technology roadmap, right? And why it is used for the implementation of Industry 4.0. So let's start. So in this session, we are going to look into the introduction phase of technology roadmap. Then we will see what is the definition of technology roadmap in case of Industry 4.0 and as a general. We will also look into the format of technology roadmap. How do you apply technology roadmap in case of Industry 4.0? So we also discussed about the objective of technology roadmap. Why do we use technology roadmap in this implementation of Industry 4.0? And finally, we will look into the framework, or you can say the technology roadmap, for a typical example of technology roadmap for the Industry 4.0. So let's look into the definition, general definition of technology roadmap. So technology roadmap is a powerful technique for supporting technology management and planning. So what do you mean by that? So whenever a company is planning for launching a product, developing a product, they will look into a roadmap, right? It helps in achieving that target. Company can plan beforehand if they want to launch such kind of a product or a service, right? It acts as a supporting technology, right? Specifically for exploring and communicating the dynamic linkage between. Now it helps in creating, or you can say exploring the linkage between. Now what are the links? Technology resources, whatever the resources are applied for developing such kind of technology, such kind of products and services, then you have whatever the objectives of an organizations are there, you can easily visualize within that roadmap, right? And the third one is the changing environment, or you can say the timeline. Let's say, for example, let me give an example with the help of this Windows 10 IoT roadmap for 2019. Here if you see, the different timelines are given, right? And different products are also given. What it means that the company, with this given timeline, the company wants to achieve this target, right? Now here, whatever the resources are that the company, you can easily visualize with the help of this roadmap, as well as whatever the milestones are there the company wants to achieve, you can easily visualize with the help of this kind of roadmap. Each and every company, they have their own roadmap based on their requirements, right? So here's typically for the Windows 10 IoT, Internet of Things roadmap. Here is based on the changing environment. They have different scopes, different options available, different technologies and different resources they want to employ to achieve the target. Now why it is useful? Because it will help in implementing as well as planning for the further development. So what are the boundaries? Let's say, for example, if we start with the market information, that is the first phase of the product development, right? The company will explore the market. Then we have the analysis. Whatever the market is there for the product, the company will analyze that, right? Now what they will also evaluate. Here if you see, the product technologies evaluation will be there. If it is product is viable or not for the given market, they will analyze that. Now from there, if you see, the roadmap is created. That is where the roadmap has the starting boundary, right? Here, once the roadmap is created, right, you define the targets. Whatever the targets the company wants to achieve in the form of a product development, right? They will achieve, they will decide the targets. You will define the targets. And then you will start with the project proposals, different projects. If you have multiple projects, you have multiple proposals, right? Which are viable or not, we will discuss that. So here the boundaries, just to discuss the where this roadmap is. If we talk about the general product development, right, cycle, if we talk about, then this is the boundary of the roadmap. Now typical, this is the format, and this is not the full and final format of the technology roadmap. It depends, like the company wants to go with, there are multiple formats available, right? If the company wants to implement or plan about a product development, they can go with the different roadmaps. So here a typical format for the technology roadmap is given, where on the horizontal axis, if you see, past, now, plans and future vision is given. It means that here the timeline is given, right? And on the x-axis here, if you see on the vertical, market, customers, competitors, all of these segments are divided, right? Decided beforehand, right? And based on that, whatever the product, say for example, services they want to achieve with this given timeline, they show up here, right? And here technology push and market pull, these two are the economic terms where they can build the product where you push the technology. Let's say for example, iPhone, the first iPhone was the technology push, right? Where there were hardly any touch enabled phones were there. That was a technology that was pushed into the market. Another example is the robots that are cleaning our household household chores, right? And they are cleaning the houses, the robots. These household robots are already available. The companies, specifically Roomba, they are making this kind of robots, right? So that is a kind of a technology which is pushed into the market. So that is the technology push. And you have market pull devices as well, where you pull the market, right? Where already the device is there, well and established product is there, and you pull that market, right? So these are two specific technologies, products based on these technologies, where you develop products and you put them in the market, so that they you will decide based on this roadmap. So here the layers, different layers are there. First of all, the resources, whatever the resources are being available to produce, or you can say develop this kind of products. Then you have the delivery. How do you deliver this product into the market, and what is the purpose for development of this kind of product? So all of this, almost you can say the objectives of a companies are defined beforehand with the help of this technology roadmap. Then you have the objectives. What are the objectives? Key objectives where the company is looking for when they are developing a roadmap. So first of all, that you can easily communicate vision. In the previous slide, if we are looking at the technology roadmap format, you might see that what the company wants to achieve in the future. So vision can be easily be you can easily communicate vision to the stakeholders with the help of this technology roadmap. That is the first one. Then you can set up the strategies and tactics, because we are already defined the different segmentations. What are the products you want to develop, right? What is the purpose? Why you are developing? All of these are defined in the roadmap. So you can easily set up the strategies within the roadmap. Now you can also unify the team in achieving their goals. So you can decide whatever the tasks are given, you can distribute them within the different teams which you have defined beforehand, or you can plan beforehand within the road mapping. And you can also discuss the long-term evolution of a technology. Even say specifically we looked into the technology push products as well as the market pull products. You can also discuss about these kind of products. How do you launch these kind of products into the market, so that you can also discuss how they are going to evolve. Let's say for example, iPhone, when the first iPhone was launched, so it also enables the company to visualize how they are going to evolve, that product is going to evolve once that they are achieving from past to up to, if you talk about iPhone 12 right now, it has evolved much, right? So that kind of things can be easily visualized with the help of roadmap. So these are some of the objectives why these companies are employing the roadmap. Now that is why if you have some new technology, let's say for example Industry 4.0, you also have to have a technology roadmap. So how are you going to implement Industry 4.0, right? In mainstream, specifically manufacturing scenario, right? So that you have a vision, clear vision, where the company wants to achieve within a given time period. Now let's look into the Industry 4.0 roadmap. This is not a standard. This is not a standard one which the different companies have to follow. But this is just an example given just to understand how can one you can create a roadmap for the Industry 4.0. Just a template given. So first one is the analysis phase. So how do you go about analyzing? You start with the analysis. Try to create the workshops, right? Awareness about the industry 4.0 within the manufacturing. Here, if it is the content here, what is the content here? What is industry 4.0? What are the long-term visions out of industry 4.0? What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? What are the limitations if we want to implement industry 4.0 within the industry, right? If we talk about a company, right? So that is the first phase. We start with the workshop and awareness programs. Then we have the maturity. We will also analyze the maturity of industry 4.0. If you want to implement, what are the impact factors? Here, if you see 5 impact factors are given in terms of human, right? So what will be happening to the employees if you are adopting the industry 4.0 in terms of sales and distributions, starting from procurement, so from supplier side, what are the implications, right? And from, you can say, also the intralogistics within the manufacturing scenario, what are the inbound and outbound deliveries concepts are going to change if we are going to implement the industry 4.0. Then you will define the target state. Here we already discussed that after road mapping, right? Road mapping is laid down. You also define the targets, right? What you want to achieve in near future as well as the long term goals. You will decide based on whatever the factors, impact factors we discussed, the 5 ones, right? We will discuss are discussed, and you will define the targets out of this 5 impact factors. Then you will also define and evaluate these measures. Now you have the measures. So how do you measure the targets, right? Whatever the targets you want to achieve and the processes you want to define to achieve these kind of targets is, you also should have the definition of the measures, right? How do you measure this kind of success, say for example, in implementation of this industry 4.0 technologies? So here, if you see, the actions, whatever the field of actions are there, we already discussed in this second phase. These field of actions are there where you want to discuss, you want to define, right, and measure the impact. After that, you realize and prepare the decision in the sense that which processes, right? Say for example, whatever the processes are there, strategies you want to build, so that you can be impacted with this 5 factors, or you can say the human, right? Let's say for example, if a company is employing robots, so what are the impacts of implementing the robotics technology on the employability of these workers? What will happen to the employability of the workers if they are using the robots in place, right? So these kind of questions are being prepared. You realize and then you will accordingly decide. So the processes are changed, right? Processes specifically in terms of skilled workers, for example, procurement, suppliers, right? Intralogistics is there, as we discussed, right? Sales and distributions of the products. So how they are going to be integrated if you are implementing the industry 4.0, those things are being realized and decisions are being made. You decide or you also take into account the customers, as sales and distributions is also being taken care of. And finally, you define the projects as well. You have multiple projects and different portfolios. We will discuss in detail in the forthcoming lectures. How do you go about with selections of the portfolios, or you can say the different projects, right? For the new product development. You will learn more in one of the subject called product development, product design and development, which is in your this 6th semester, right? Product design and development and entrepreneurship. So you develop new products with the help of you have the proposals of different projects. Out of these viable projects, you will go with the one which is feasible for the company. So all these project definitions will be done in this last phase. So this is just a typical example of technology roadmap of industry 4.0. There can be different formats available for different companies. They can adopt according to their requirement. So this is just a typical example of a roadmap for industry 4.0. These are some of the steps the company should take before implementing industry 4.0 into their manufacturing scenario. So that's all from today's lecture. In this lecture, we discussed what technology roadmap is, what are the impacts of Technology roadmap, a typical example of Windows 10 IoT is given so that we can focus on what are the key areas of technology roadmap. And we also discussed about the objectives of technology roadmap. Why do we use technology roadmap when we are launching some new product, or you can say developing a new product or a service right into the market? And then finally, we also looked into the Industry 4.0 technology roadmap, specifically the roadmap typically by focusing on the Industry 4.0. Just an example we looked into. So based upon the companies, they have their own Industry 4.0 technology roadmap. So that's all from my side. In next lecture, we will look into the different strategy phase as well as the new product development phase. Till then, goodbye.